the show.
The music that makes you satisfied.
Breakfast is definitely the most important meal of the day. With Carnival Radio, we assure you that your mornings will definitely
Welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show, coming to you from Carnival Radio. Of course, today is Tuesday, the 11th day in the month of November 2025. This is Newspaper Review. I am Oluwadamilare Badmus. To begin the newspaper review this morning, here are deadlines. Starting from the Punch newspaper, Trump threat. Troops point terror bases in key states. Also from the Punch newspaper, motorists stranded as Oyo residents protest road extension. Still on the Punch newspaper, Wiki block petitions NJC. Oyo judge adjourn suits. On the Nation newspaper, FAN orders removal of vehicles from airport road. Also from the Nation newspaper, Nakon announces Hajj fare reduction. Now to the news in details. We start from the Punch newspaper. Troops point terror bases in key states. The Nigerian military has intensified land and air operations in part of the north following a threat by United States President Donald Trump to consider deploying American forces to Nigeria over alleged killings of Christians. The news reported that Trump, in recent post on his Truth Social platform, said he had directed the U.S. Department of War to prepare for possible action if the alleged precautions continue. He also warned that the U.S. could suspend all aid to Nigeria if the Tinubu administration failed to act. Meanwhile, rival terrorist factions have engaged in violent clash in northern region. More than 50 fighters were reportedly killed in a confrontation between Boko Haram, As-Sunnah al-Dawa al-Wahid, and the Islamic State of West Africa province over territorial control in Abadam local government area of Borno State. The clash occurred on Sunday evening in Tobum, Guinea, an Island community after ISWAP launches an offensive to reclaim the area recently seized by Boko Haram. For more details, visit the Punch newspaper. Trump threat. Troops point terror bases in key states. Still on the Punch newspaper, motorists stranded as Oyo residents protest road extension. Motorists were stranded on Monday when thousands of the affected residents of the Ibadan Circular Road Corridor project took to the street of the state capital to stage a peaceful protest. The protesters carrying placards, banners, and posters arrived at the end of the Ibadan-Ife Road at about 10 a.m., causing a gridlock in the area. The protesters also blocked other major roads, sending a signal to the Oyo State government to drive home their intentions while some were gathering at the state secretariat. They later marched on through Idiakwe to join their counterparts at the state secretariat at Agodi Ibadan, where the protest sparked. The newsmen observed that the arrival of the protester led to temporary shutdown of the secretariat as the protesters were denied access while visitors and those who had business interest suffered delay till the protest ended. One of the protesters, Hakim Olaiya, said in a quote, "We are law-abiding citizens. You can see that our protest is peaceful. What we need is very simple. It's just for the Oyo State government to maintain the 150-meter already marked by former Governor Rashid Ladoja, now the 44th Olubadan of Ibadan land." For more details, visit the Punch newspaper. Maturi stranded as Oyo residents protest road extension. Also from the Punch newspaper, Wiki Block Petitions, NJC, Oyo George Ajon suit. The leadership crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party took a fresh twist on Monday as a faction loyal to Minister of the Federal Capital Territory Yesom Wiki petitioned the National Judicial Council against Justice Ladiran Akintola of the Oyo State High Court. The petition challenges an ex-parte order permitting the party to hold its national convention in Ibadan on November 15 and 16, 2025. The petitioner accused Justice Akintola of judicial misconduct, arguing that his order contradicted an earlier judgment by the Federal High Court, Abuja, which had restrained the PDP from holding the convention. Justice James Omotosho of the Abuja court had 2 weeks ago barred a party from proceeding with the convention, citing non-compliance with the internal procedures for notifying the Independent National Electoral Commission. However, Justice Akintola granted a countermanding order granting the party leave to hold the convention in Ibadan. The conflicting ruling have deepened division within the party, with suspended National Secretary Samuel Anyawu leading to a faction alleged with Wike, while acting National Chairman Umar Damagum at the opposing camp. For more details, visit the Punch newspaper convention, Wiki Block Petitions, NJC, Oyo George Ajon suit. On the Nation newspaper, FAN orders removal of vehicles from Airport Road. The Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria (FAN) has ordered the immediate removal of petrol tankers, limousine cabs, and other vehicles parked along the Muritala Muhammed Airport Road, describing their unauthorized presence as a security and safety threat around the critical airport and the critical air transport infrastructure. FAN said it was constrained to issue the notice after a series of communications to the owners of such vehicles, which appears not to yield an desired result. Its managing director, Chief Executive Mrs. Olubumi Kuku, who disclosed at a briefing on Monday to held activities making FAN Safety Week, said the authority would continue to engage stakeholders on possible causes of conflict and its attendant consequences for the air travel ecosystem. She said, she said the sight of such vehicles along the airport route does not reflect good opt for the country, warning that failure by the owner to remove them will trigger forceful action by the airport authority. Explaining the extent of the safety week, Mrs. Kuku said it will serve as a forum to drive enhanced communications and collaboration among passengers, airline, and airport security agencies to mitigate escalating concern. Kuku spoke on the complexities arising from divergent airport and airline protocol, highlighting the need for harmonization and strict adherence to established guidelines for the handling and packing of dangerous goods. For more details, visit the Nation newspaper. FAN orders removal of vehicles from airport road. Still on the Nation newspaper, NACON announces Hajj fare reduction. The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria has announced a downward review of the Hajj fare for the 2026 pilgrimage. This follows a directive by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the Commission to reduce the Hajj fare to lift some burdens off the shoulders of intending pilgrims. The fare reduction is offering a significant financial relief to prospective Nigerian pilgrims across all operational zones. The reverse figure released by the Commission, which operates under the presidency, show a reduction of up to 792,943,000.83 from the initial 2025 Hajj fare, depending on the pilgrim's departure zone. The largest reduction was recorded for pilgrims in the southern zone, where the fare has been reduced by 792 million 943.83. The reversed cost of the southern zone now stand at 7,991,141.76, down from the previous 8,784,085.59. For more details, visit the Nation newspaper. NACON announced Hajj fare reduction. And with that, we've come to the end of Carnival Radio newspaper review this morning. Before we bring the newspaper review to a close, here's the recap of the headlines. From the Punch newspaper, troops burnt terror bases in key states. Motorists stranded as Oyo residents protest route extension. Wiki block petitions NJC Oyo judge adjourns suit. On the Nation newspaper, FAN orders removal of vehicles from airport road. NACON announces Hajj fare reduction. And with that, we've come to the end of Carnival Radio newspaper review this morning. You can check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. You can also download the Carnival Media app on Google Play Store and the iOS App Store. My name remains Oluwadamilare Badmus. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning.